Disgraceful video, anti-American protesters burning the American flag on Independence Day.
That's right. And that unpatriotic display, part of the so-called Free America anti-Trump demonstrations that erupted across the country on July 4th.
Wesley Hunt is a congressman from the great state of Texas and an Army veteran who fought for the very freedoms we have today. He joins us now. Hey, good morning, brother. Happy Independence Day. A day later. We didn't have a chance to talk yesterday. You know, you ran my first book, Unbroken Bonds of Battle, and you lent your story to that book. And I learned things about you, like the fact that your sister was your instructor at West Point and that you went with your other sibling. And you talk about how your dad made sacrifices and your family made sacrifices so you all would have a chance at life. You know the American dream. You know what it means to be of service. How does it make you feel to see people burning flags on a day like yesterday?
Well, it's utterly disgusting, and what that flag represents is the American dream that I have had the honor of living. What that flag represents is that flag has been draped over caskets, thousands of caskets of brave men and women that didn't make it back home okay. It represents what a lot of people would call toxic masculinity back during World War II when brave men ran into a barrage of machine gun fire to rid the world of fascism. It represents every red-blooded American that loves this great nation. And I understand that you have the right to protest, you have the right to burn the flags, I guess. But what I would like to see is this. How about you protest by packing up your stuff and simply leaving the country? And what you would find out very quickly is that this is still the greatest nation in the world. And while we aren't perfect, please respect the flag that represents our union.
So I know you guys, you fight for that right to express yourself. But what is it like for people like you and for Joey? You're sitting overseas. You've devoted your life to defend the country, and you see images like this, and you know that this is what some people, a small minority of people back home are doing. What is that like for you when you're away from your family? You've agreed to literally surrender your life for this country.
Yeah, it's absolutely devastating. And when I think about even my fallen West Point classmates that did not make it home alive. And again, when I think about, this folded flag that's been handed to widows as they lower their loved one into the ground, that's what this flag represents to me. And I just want people to respect that. But also, Joey and I grew up and we're 80s babies, and we understood a time back in the day where, we had blockbuster movies and it was Tom Cruise. And now you saw Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick come out again, and you're seeing this resurgence of patriotism. And this is all on the back of President Trump. This is why he won the election. People want to feel good about their country again. They want to have a love of their great nation. What I saw at the White House with the fireworks display, and I saw the B-2 bomber fly over the White House when President Trump embracing Melania, that's exactly what this country needs. Yeah. And I think we have it back in President Trump. Yeah. So while I'm disappointed in what I see people behaving this way, I'm very happy about the future.
And not only that, Congressman, President Trump also met with those B-2 fighter pilots that conducted Operation Midnight Hammer. So what do you think that moment was like for those fighter pilots?
Those fighter pilots got to exhibit peace through strength of the likes that we have not seen in generations. They serve our country. They continue to serve our country, and I am so proud of them. And I'm also proud of President Trump that has committed to not putting boots on the ground unless it is absolutely necessary. So the fact that we were able to debilitate, to completely destroy, basically, Iran's ability to continue to move on with a nuclear weapon while not putting boots on the ground, and now no one's talking about it, and those brave pilots that flew that mission proudly were able to get a call from the president and sit down and talk to him and thank him. That's the America that I want to see. That is the America that I will continue to fight for.
Congressman, thank you for joining us. Of course, thank you for your service, and happy Independence Day weekend.
Thank you very much. God bless y'all. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.